What's up, sweetheart?
What's up, boo?
Just thinking about you.
Yeah, well, might be blue. Corny as fuck.
Oh, dude. What a workout session I had today. I was able to get 315 up 3 times.
I mean, I'd settle for one time.
Yeah.
No, really, I would. I'm not getting greedy here.
Oh, dude, I'm still in vacation mode. I can't get out of it.
I know.
I
Still
miss it.
eating like shit.
It's been like a week and a half. Yeah, I've been eating like shit, and
I haven't worked out this week.
I go to work, and I'm just thinking about being back. That's all I think about. Like, I'm already itching to go again, so I think I'm going to be going back in November.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
So, you just recently had a tree almost hit your house after you just had a house burned down.
Yeah.
So, walk me through that.
Well, obviously the house burned down before the tree almost hit the other house. But somebody, we're not able to point fingers and stuff. It's all allegedly. Somebody allegedly threw out what they believed to be a cigarette butt into a outside stairwell where garbage goes, like through an ashtray or something with a hot ash in there, pretty much, is what they are ruling it as, from what my understanding is. Obviously, I'm not paying for the fire report on it because at the end of the day, I have insurance on it. So it's like, there's nothing I can do about how it burned down because it's already gone.
Right.
So I'm looking at it as like, this is why I have insurance. This is why you pay that bill and you bitch every month is for this reason right here. You know what I mean? Like, everybody does that, like, too. Like, we're all victim of doing that. Or I wouldn't say a victim, but an actor or something doing that would be complaining about insurance and how much it is until, obviously, same thing with health insurance. Like, I pay $1,200 a month for that. It's like, but you bet your sweet ass if I got cancer and be grateful I had it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Same thing with all insurance. It's like car accident. Say a deer, you're a good driver. You're like, I ain't never been in an accident for 7 years. And you're like, my insurance should be cheaper. And then all of a sudden you cream a deer and it's $8,000. And then the insurance writes the check. That is nothing better when you get to use your insurance, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it's a shitty experience. Imagine not having insurance. I still have a loan on it.
I will say the only time I've ever had to get insurance involved, because luckily, knock on wood, I've never been in a car accident or, I guess I did have someone hit me once and they took care of it. But the only time I've ever had to make an insurance claim was actually when I had my drone insured. So I had a hiccup where the battery just came out. I pay like $34 a year through State Farm. But they didn't just cover my drone, which was nice. They covered all the parts, the box, everything, the propellers, all the extra stuff I had on it because they had receipts for everything. So I called them, made the claim. They sent me a check literally in 4 days for like $2,000. And I was like, oh, nice. Definitely worth having insurance.
Yeah.
That's probably the only insurance claim I made. It was pretty easy, but I know a lot of people have to jump through hoops like you did with insurance companies, especially when it is a property. So what was like the most stressful part, you think?
Meeting everybody, like letting the adjuster and letting this guy and letting this fire inspector, because like we had it inspected, like, well, I didn't obviously, but it was inspected like 3 times, obviously being a substantial loss. But gratefully the biggest thing was no one got hurt.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's a house. They build them every day. So that's the main thing I was more focused on. Obviously I have insurance.
Yep.
So we're good there. But the only thing that really was terrible was like watching people try to recover their belongings. It's kind of sad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that was like trying to have like sympathy towards that, especially because it's like one of you burned my house down too. So it's like I'm sympathetic towards you.
So how does it work? So like you have all these properties and your own house, your car and everything. Like, do you all use all of the same insurance company for everything?
I'm bundled, all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And is that State Farm?
Yeah, State Farm. Okay.
So what do you think? Do you like them?
They're an insurance company, dude.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Nobody likes them. But there's a few things like they obviously definitely, in my opinion, take care of like doing it, but they also are very cheap at times. They try to underquote things under, you know what I mean? That's their job, is to give you less money for your,
last week I remember you talking about this, how they were, they itemized bill and everything. And what do you think, like, because you said you think they were screwing you a little bit, so
A
you're
little
gonna have a
bit.
second person look at it. Maybe
Yeah.
hire somebody. I
Yeah.
would do
I don't know.
to.
I just think they're underestimating the labor cost and some of the things like that, I believe.
Mhm.
You know, like they're trying to, because it's not getting rebuilt. So they're trying to pay me for, that's the thing, is like it's a big process.
Yeah.
It's like you lose the house.
Everything in
but
America is a process,
yes,
man.
no doubt. But like essentially they're gonna act like they're rebuilding it and tear off the burnt, gut, do this, but they're not doing it the right way to the standard of my home. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So like, I mean, obviously it's an older home, so there's plaster, then a drop ceiling, and all that water came down and ruined it all. And they're trying to act like they're just putting drop ceiling back up, and they're not getting rid of all that plaster in there that's molded now and stuff. And that's the discrepancy would be. I don't think it's being quoted as much as being a fire demo too, because the whole roof has to come off, and there's like 4 peaks.
Now, have you thought about getting someone like third party to come and maybe quote you to maybe
Yes.
you could have like something that you could show State Farm, be like, hey,
Yeah, because
should be-
obviously, in my opinion, I know for a fact you're not getting a contractor to come do that job. For them. And I know that. Like I would bet everything I own that I could have 3 of the biggest companies in Meadville come quote it, and I would be impressed if they even wanted to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let alone feasible to build for the price they're saying, but it's not even able to be rebuilt. So it's like, obviously, I'm not an insurance person by any means. I don't know how insurance works, but it's just
So do you remember the date that this house got burnt down?
July something, like 9th,
So
is coming out at me.
I am kind of wondering how long it's going to take to get everything, because you said it's going to come in 3 separate checks, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, they came in 3 separate checks, all right, and they included everybody and their mother on my check. So now it's like I had to like overnight a check to wherever for Wells Fargo, right?
Yeah.
But they named them on the check with the biggest of the checks, like the largest portion, their name was on, and it's because they're the lien holder, obviously. But it was like I owed like literally 20% of what they were owed 20% of what they were holding. So now I have to send the whole check out to them to then cash it and then send it back to me.
And this kind of sucks because really you're losing money right now.
Yeah.
Because you're getting rent checks every month.
Yep. And they're only paying me for so many months, so I'm going to argue with that. But this is obviously just a baseline.
Right.
So, but I'm going to push for that too, because the house ain't even tore down yet. And I haven't got paid yet. And they're not paying me for the full month.
Exactly.
So that's where I'm going to at least try to get it. You know, like the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
There's probably so many things they do that they hope that you don't even notice.
Yes.
Or like,
yeah. And then, like I said too, is like they're going to use, because the government protects them. Whether, I mean, obviously, look, they make billions of dollars a year.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
record, like I think, I don't want to, like 190 billion is what some of these insurance companies make a year
it's
almost.
crazy, man.
And it's like,
Well, you gotta pay all these guys this commission. Like a lot of this, every month you pay for a car insurance or house insurance. You're just paying these people's commissions. Like I said, I've never been in a car accident. So since I've been 16 years old, I would just say on average I paid $100. That's $1,200 a year for what? That's 10 or 15 years. I've paid $1,200 a year on average. All that money for nothing. So they're definitely making money.
yeah, definitely. No one's denying that.
Yeah.
But back to what we were saying with that too, is like, they will legally, like they don't have to, they're not your advocate. You know what I mean? Like they're not your friend. I mean, they're trying to do business they want you to believe they're doing great business and stuff, but they were just in trouble for giving too low a blue book value on cars or something like that. Like a couple insurance companies. They're always in the news for shit. Let's be real. And like I said, at the end of the day, the government,
They're just so big.
and they commit so many things too, but all they do is get a fine.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how's someone not going to jail for this?
It's a slap on the wrist.
It is.
Just like our government, man. I mean, they can get away with anything. It's just a slap on the wrist, and the answer, it's just politics. So it's kind of the same thing.
No, the problem in this country is there's no accountability no more.
No.
Accountability when you mess up, when you fuck up.
Yep.
You know, and then actually fix your
Think
fuck
about
up.
it. More,
No one fixes their messes no more.
if something happens, you should penalize them so that people are more worried to,
Yeah.
Get away with something, and break the law. And I don't know. It's just like you said, there should be more accountability.
I almost feel like this is we the people. We're allowing you to operate under commerce in our country, technically, because we're a country first of free people. And then when you have these people coming in and, screwing us, like Walmart allegedly, remember something with the weighing of the scale? They were screwing people. I mean, it's okay, so they screw someone out of a penny, right? But they're screwing, hundreds of millions a month out of a penny.
Yep.
Like that penny adds up, like to what people can't understand.
Yep.
And then all they got to do is like, oh, we didn't know. No, I mean, all honesty, if you want my opinion, when they do something like that and they prove it or they admit to it by paying it, that's admission of guilt.
Right.
I don't care what nobody says. It's like, all right, yeah, you're right. We might have fucked up. No, you did fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's the case, or we should have proved it, and technically, you should not have been allowed to operate a business in our country no more. You screwed the millions of Americans.
Yeah.
And it's like, at what point are we not in an uproar over that? Like, I think we're too soft now, Andy.
We are.
We're becoming, these men are not men no more.
Dude, these people are princesses, dude.
Yeah.
They sit on TikTok all day. They're more worried about, the next meal or video game they're going to buy instead of going out and getting laid or going out and playing football in the backyard. I remember we grew up in the same neighborhood, dude. We used to go out and, call each other pussies.
Yeah.
Go play
other
football.
words too. We won't say them.
Yeah, we won't. We're unfiltered, but we won't go all there.
No.
But that's when boys become men, and now I think that boys are becoming boys. They're not taking the next step. I think
there's no force to be a man no more. Manual labor's dying. I mean, look at the trades. Right now, you'd be a dummy not to get an electrical, HVAC, plumbing, carpenter. Right there, they're
even painters.
Yeah.
So,
dude, nobody wants to do that shit no more. I seen something like for every 10 going, there's only one coming every year with the retirement. You know what I mean?
I already brought this up before when Dana White was like, "Oh, this generation's such a group of pussies, man. If you have any 1 ounce of savage in you, you can go out there and be successful, and it won't be hard."
And he's not wrong.
Yeah.
All you got to do is be willing to go put an 8-hour day in nowadays.
I just love fucking Dana White, though.
He's not wrong, though.
He's not scared to fucking say how it is and call people.
No, and then obviously now that I'm more successful and stuff, I see that younger generation. We're getting a little older, getting wiser, things like that. And it's like, you hear them talking. It's like, did I talk like that when I was a kid? Was I that fucking hollow headed? Did I talk out my ass?
I think kids are. I will say, I think they're smarter now. Like, it's so, instead of
they're good at regurgitating.
When we were kids, it was rare to you had a computer and we were just Google was new and a computer would take 10 minutes to start up and you have to share it. Now people, it's just a click of the button. It's instant. You can just look up something on Google. It pops right up. You search it. It's right there. Music. You used to have to wait until a song came on the radio. Now
and then hope it doesn't lose reception.
Yeah, now you can just Bluetooth your phone right to your car. And then you can just pick the song you want, listen to it 5 times.
Do you remember dealing with aux cords, USB cords?
Yeah.
And then
I had a cassette.
Where you had a thing that plugged in your your iPhone not even an iPhone. It was the What are those?
Yeah.
I don't see. I'm getting old. I don't even remember the name of them.
Dude, I remember
the iPod. That's what it is.
The iPod.
But what I mean is see, these kids don't even have to carry multiple gadgets anymore.
No, dude.
You don't have to have.
I didn't even have a cell phone until I was. I mean, this is still early. But I didn't even have a cell phone until I was 14. These kids are getting phones at 5, 6 years old. So I mean, I will say it's easier to get information and stuff. I feel like there's good and bad about things. I feel like humans, we should keep progressing. But just like how the age used to go up and up, and Elon Musk called it out, now it's going down. Because of the stuff they put in our food and stuff. I think there's good things about how it's easier to get access to information, but kids are just becoming soft and
desensitized.
They're just
because they're seeing so much so rapidly.
Yes,
you're processing too much for a growing brain.
I 100% agree with that. I think things are moving way too quick, and the technology's
And
progress.
they're all brain fogged and can't focus, and
Yep.
it's because they're always on that damn cell phone.
Yeah.
It's literally like,
I'm so glad our generation was pretty much the last generation that you saw people go outside. And we used to have a group of people that went out and skateboarded, dude. We had like 20, 30 people. I don't even see people riding bikes through town anymore.
dude, I remember when I
It's just
was
people.
on someone's skateboard in town, right by like one of the banks there,
Mhm.
right on Main Street. Don't remember the name. Don't
That's
care.
Greenville Savings Bank.
That's what I thought it was, but I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna mess it up. And there was a nice like cherry Mustang out there. It wasn't red, but it was white and with blue and Shelby. You know what I mean? It was top of the line.
Dude, Shelby's are my favorite.
And I remember falling off someone's skateboard I borrowed and it going into traffic, and someone ran it over and it came up and swiped the side of it like the black tape did on the deck, and it hit the side of the car. And,
Grip tape, Keith.
yeah, grip tape. Okay. But anyway, and then this dude was walking by. He was a loud old man, miserable, probably drunk too. I don't remember. But he was like basically scolding me, calling me a worthless kid and everything. Oh, you're out here doing this, like hated skateboards. It's like, and then my generation, you can't even get people to go outside. So it's like, pick your poison, like the lesser of two evils. But moral of the story was, he's like, all that, because they knew whose car it was. It was a big shot at the bank.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, so-and-so, he's going to be so mad. He's going to sue you and, all that. And then they were like, he don't even like skateboarders. Like, like how do you know? But whatever.
You should respect like kids, like being out there. I mean, you could do that or be on drugs. I mean, that when Greenville shut down the Memorial Pool, that was probably the worst thing that could have happened to Greenville. Because kids had somewhere to go hang out, swim. And now, I don't know. I think kids are just going downhill. But I also have a similar story about that Greenville Savings Bank because our buddy Ryan, his dad worked there and he was pretty high up. But cops used to chase us around, and I don't think they really wanted to kick us out, but they were just worried about us damaging property and stuff. But Ryan's dad came out and was like, oh no, these guys can skate here. And I loved it. So we were able to skate there. And when there's this dentist called Baird's, I actually did a documentary and had him in it, but he loved watching us come to his business and skate. He loved seeing kids, go out and be productive and, having fun. So he would also tell cops, no, these guys can skate my property.
Not only that, if you think about it, like being able to do that stuff on a skateboard is actually very skillful.
Yes.
And that's like people that are just ignorant to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
It's like not everybody can be a pro skater.
And I feel really lucky because I never would have saw myself as a skateboarder. I started skating in like 10th grade, but I met two friends, out front of my house that were skateboarding, and they got me into it.
Yeah.
And I was a football player. I wrestled. I played baseball. I did sports, and I picked up a skateboard and I really enjoyed it. But I'm really impressed. Like being from Greenville, PA, we had some really good skaters. Like they were so talented, and because of them, I was able to kickflip and do things I never thought I'd be able to do on a skateboard. And it's still fun, man. Sometimes I still jump on it and try. So.
Yeah. I grew up on Tony Hawk's Underground and Bam Margera and Jackass, and that's what kind of like got me into skateboarding for the little
Bob
time I was in
Burnquist, dude, was insane on vert, dude. My favorite skater was Nigel Houston still.
Yeah.
But I used to be a huge P-Rod fan. I used to love Chris Cool. Now I'm really excited talking about skateboarding.
Yeah.
Corey Duffel, all these skaters.
Who was
man.
Bucky Lasky or whatever?
Yeah.
Who's the dude that got into fights?
I remember. I'm not sure.
I can't remember his name, but either way, he like beat up like 5 people at the same time, like just went nuts. But whatever. But yeah, back to that skateboard. That was because I hit that Mustang, and then so here I am, anxiety's through the roof. I'm young, parents are broke, so now I just fucked up this nice ass car, and thinking about it now, it wasn't nothing. But he come out, and the dude was like, "Oh, he did this, and I was like, sir, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fall off the skateboard. And, I was, manned up and said, I apologize to the guy. Mm-hmm. And he was like, he went, looked at it, he goes, whatever, have a good day. Walked right back into the bank. Because he realized.
Was there a mark on it?
There was a little bit of a mark, but it was probably able to be buffed out. And it was near the rocker and stuff. It wasn't.
This is an interesting story. I've never heard
But I don't know who that banker is. I could surmise who it was and probably find out based off. Or no, I wouldn't call him a banker, but you get what I'm saying. But he did. He instantly didn't give a flying shit.
And that
And
guy
I
was probably like,
he was. And I was like, I thought you said he didn't like skaters, you know, like, and he's like, oh, the dude was just an ordinary old man. Whatever. I'm
wasn't
not
a
gonna
happy person.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna sit there and argue with someone like that. My parents taught me not to do that.
Yeah.
But either way, like bringing that up too is like the anxiety, the like worry, and you know what I mean. Like here, this dude's making it worse on me,
Yeah.
and then here I am, like not knowing what's gonna happen. Obviously, as a
You can always tell if somebody's happy or not. Like somebody that's like that, they're obviously not happy with themselves, so they got to like come at you and make you even feel worse.
Yep.
Who does that to kids?
Exactly.
I don't know.
But that's the thing with like worrying about stuff. It's like that's why you really can't worry about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
This
you messed
too
up,
shall
you just
pass.
got to own up to
You know
it,
what I mean?
so you got to be a man.
That's what old man used to say. This too shall pass. No, really. But just got to go with it.
Yeah, man. Dude, that takes me back, man. Skateboarding, like,
Yeah.
I remember just skating to school. That used to be so fun because the best part was bringing my board to school was knowing that after school, especially if it was a beautiful day, you know, just going out and just jumping on my board and just coasting, dude. Going home, like, or skating with other people that we used to skateboard
Not a
with that
worry in
brought
the
their
world.
boards. Not a worry in the world, dude. You know, you had no worries as a kid. Now you got to worry about bills and stuff, but
I like being an adult though.
I love being an adult, dude. Especially, I think we're doing pretty well. So
Yeah. No,
I'm happy who I'm becoming.
me too.
I mean, obviously it's a little bit more stressful than being a kid some days. That's a part of being an adult and a man, but I'm happy. So
Definitely. I can't complain.